Yeah, hi there. These comments, I'm going to just use your initials PB, and I am Michael, the founder, owner, and the materials writer for all of your lessons at the 7-step system to pass the TOEFL IBT. And you're one of my students, and let's just kind of get the whole story here figured out. So you have some goals, I think, according to your email, and I like how you copied everything when you sent me your results for your practice test score. So the minimum requirement is you want to get 79 out of 120, right? So you see, I'm interested in applying for an MBA program at Dallas Baptist University. You say the most important aspect is I'd like to take this exam by the end of April. Therefore, I would appreciate concerning the proper procedures for application into your program. All right, so you're in my program now. Excuse me right now, I'm kind of working through a cold this week, so I'm not 100% well right now. I apologize, so I may cough a few times in the video. Okay, so you you have not up to this point taken the official TOEFL exam. However, per my recommendation, you did take a full-length IBT practice test by going to the 8th section of my online course, and you took that. So now we have some information. So what we know now is your practice test score is 62. So you have 12 points in the reading, you have 23 points in the listening, you have 12 points in the speaking, and you have 15 points in the writing. So then the question is, you want to go from 62 to 79 by the end of April, and my advice is probably not going to happen. I think if you look at your practice test score, your actual TOEFL exam, I'm going to subtract 3 points from this and say that your actual TOEFL score right now is probably around 59 based on this practice test score that you took. So my recommendation, now I'm going to give you some recommendations in this video, but keep in mind this point. You can use my online course however you like. You can study whatever you want, whenever you want, day or night. You have complete access to all 600 of my vocabulary, pronunciation, grammar, listening, reading, writing, and speaking lessons. Now, to be realistic, the plan for you, you're looking at 3 to 6 months. Your score is pretty low here, so you actually will need time, probably a minimum of 3 months of some good study, I think, on a day-to-day basis before you're going to have your score high enough to where you can meet that goal of 80 or 79. So I recommend, first of all, reading is a weaker area for you. So each day, get in the habit of reading about 45 minutes every day. I've probably already told you about this. You might have watched videos, and I've had other people, I've given other people similar advice. So you can read magazines, newspapers, and longer books. Now, as you're doing the reading, you should focus on notes, note-taking, and focus on the main points and the most important supporting points for the reading passages. So, because your speaking and writing are not that great right now, you should also practice writing and speaking about these reading passages. So I'm going to recommend each week, I want you to write 3 academic summaries each week. Each summary should be approximately 250 words, and it should be explaining the main points of the reading passages that you're practicing. In addition to writing practice, you should also practice speaking about these reading passages. Again, using your notes, speak about the reading passage in about 60 seconds. I recommend that you record your voice so you can listen to it later, and also do that. So if you do 3 to 5 60-second oral responses each week, and you're doing 3 academic summaries each week, that's a good start. Remember, do the reading practice beginning today. Now, if you can do this, this will probably take you between 1 to 2 hours every day, just following these suggestions with your reading, and then your writing and your speaking. Now, in addition to that, I'm not going to give you a specific study guide because it's not... Well, actually, I can do this. I'll give you a link to my 90-day study guide. I know that before you had told me that you had, I think I recommended a 30-day TOEFL study guide for you, but based on your score, I think you're going to need more time than that. So that would be my recommendation there. So I'm going to give you a link. I'll put a link in this video to my 90-day TOEFL study guide. And you can also, in addition to doing the suggestions I've already suggested in the video, you can start going through the lessons in my 90-day TOEFL study guide. You can just try to complete as many of those as you can. And remember that you should focus a lot on the vocabulary lessons in the 90-day study guide, because your reading is only 15 points out of 30. Your writing score is not that high either. I mean, your reading is 12 points out of 30. Your speaking is 12 points out of 30. Your writing is 15. So if you can improve your vocabulary, that will have a really good impact, I think, on your overall score for sure. So it'll take some time, but what your goal is, you want to learn the vocabulary words in vocabulary lesson number 3, number 4, number 5, and number 6. Alright, PB, so I'll put the link to the 90-day TOEFL study guide in this email. And keep in mind that you will probably need more. My best guess is you'll need more than 30 days and probably even more than 90 days before you can reach the goal that you seek based on the TOEFL score from the practice test that you just got. Okay, so good luck to you. And send me an email when you have questions.